There is a lot of information out there about the occult, yet the occult knowledge tends to be hidden in plain sight. Listen in and be initiated into the first lesson of the occult. Come to me in peace. I am Moral Sunweaver, Norse pagan, dark mystic, and student of the occult, and I welcome you. There are tons of spiritual and occult books. Many books offer systems that are ineffective. For a beginning occultist, it is waste of money and also of the time that is spent trying to make it work. I'll make it easier for you. I'm going to give you theory on the first lesson that every serious practitioner of the occult has to master, especially if they want to achieve something real. But do not worry. This true knowledge will not put you into any serious danger. Even more, if you master it, you can find it of great value even if you choose not to study the occult at all. What it is then? Self-discipline. You need to take control of yourself, of your body, of your mind, your thoughts, of yourself. I think that it already sounds all too familiar to you. Do this, do that, be modest, think only pure thoughts, obey, cover, read, learn. Well, I think you get the picture. So now it doesn't really make sense, right? Religion teaches discipline, and I tell you do the same thing? Well, no, not quite. First, I'm here to instruct you on gaining self-discipline, meaning to make you obey your own will, not the will of someone else. That's a huge difference. And I hope that at the end of the video, you will have knowledge of how to do it right and also understanding why it doesn't work well for religions, no matter if they are founded by faker or true mystic. True self-discipline must be mastered with three aspects that should not be ignored. Those are balance, moderation, and patience. If you ignore them, you can get into real problems. First, we should talk about balance. You already probably heard the word so many times that it might have lost any serious meaning to you. I understand that. But let's take a look at an interesting example, the celibate. Celibate is deeply rooted in our culture. As people are in public acting like saints, it is quite surprising that legalization of porn caused a drastic reduction of sexual criminality. Why? Well, because people found some way to satisfy their primal needs that didn't go anywhere, no matter their faith. In fact, it is many centuries-old myth that sexuality can be controlled and removed from a person by suppressing it. No, this myth is a bullshit. Your body doesn't come with control panel where you can turn your desires on and off as you like. No. But consider another interesting thing. Why so many peaceful people play violent games and watch horror movies for enjoyment? Why do they enjoy them so much? I'll tell you a secret. Food is sustenance for the body. Experiences are food for the soul. When you eat always the same food, you will not have all things your body needs to be healthy. With the food for the soul, it is the same. Variety in experiences is healthy. There is good reason why we call experiences to be giving spice to our life. And it is of little difference whether they really happen or they are only in the movie or in a video game. So when you try to discipline yourself, make sure that it doesn't deprive you of your needs, because that is in fact self-harming. And that brings us to second aspect, moderation. Let's face it, too much of anything is a bad thing. Too much of food makes you fat and unhealthy. Too much of inactivity makes you lazy and weak. And too much of screen time weakens your eyes. And we can go on and on. When you want to become disciplined, you have to respect your limits and push them slowly. Because willpower is like a brain muscle. Just like physical one, it has to be trained to gain strength. You have to start small, at the level you are able to do, and work up. That takes time. Sometimes, unfortunately, it takes even years. But it takes that time. You need to give it. So here comes the third aspect, patience. You have to be honest and strict with yourself if you want to train yourself and become disciplined. But you must also balance that with patience and moderation. You should reward yourself for your achievements and endurance, and you should allow yourself enough of rest as well. If you already have some occult books, you know that first art to master is meditation. What is meditation? Meditation is discipline of mind and body. For mind to be focused on breath or a thought, for body to stay in one position. Both have to be disciplined. Both have to be trained. Let us take a practical example. Let's say you want to master focus on your breath and you have never done anything like that before. Fair. Because of that, even 5 minutes are a very long time. Yet, you want to master it as soon as possible, because time is short, right? Start with one single breath. Focus on your breath for one breath. Within one day, you can work up to focus on 10 breaths in a line. And keep it that short for a time. And do it at least like 10 times a day, whenever you think about it. With that, you are already started. 10 breaths won't take you more than 30 seconds. For some people it might be a little longer, but for many it is about 30 seconds. From there, you can add time slowly as you feel fit. You can slowly extend it more and more. In time, you can get to your desired 5 minutes. From them, you can get even to 1 hour. It is a slow process, but your mental muscle needs time, practice, and rest, of course. It needs time and your effective work to grow and become strong. For mental training, there are many good resources, as well as many that are less good and many that are miserable. Personally, I favor Initiation into Hermetics by Franz Bardon, who in his system honors the balance in training. His book inspired many modern occult authors when they create their own occult system of training that they present to the public. So, if you want to start and become master of self-discipline, start small, but start today. Every day, once it's over, is gone forever and cannot be returned. So don't waste it. Thank you for your time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Feel free to like, dislike, and subscribe. Go in peace and guard your heart well.